So, got my toolbox out. It's getting nice and hot. And my tools. For me, my personal situation here is that these screws are been painted. Not to mention the fact that if I can get any view of it at all, it's very nasty back here. And so I had to spray back here to try to loosen it up a little bit using the old handy dandy PB blaster. And I saved you guys the headache of having to use a mallet. Basically, essentially, you can hit this to loosen things up a little bit. I hit it really soft. Hopefully it didn't come through too loud. And then the other thing is I used my screwdriver. Keep in mind, using a hard rubber mallet with a screwdriver, you can then pound in to the screw, which I did. It's kind of hard for me to actually demonstrate, but you get the drift of it, hopefully. And so this allowed me to loosen these up. So now I can turn them. I broke free of the paint and from the back where it was all gunked up from undercoating of some sort, and so on. So then I'll just loosen all three of these up, which have been, like I said, you put the screwdriver here on the end of this, just hit it with the mallet if you've never done that before, just to kind of get that screwdriver really snug inside there so you don't strip out the screw. And then just continue loosening these up, and that will take care of the filler neck on this end. And then we'll move on to the other end once I remove the rest of these screws. Okay, so now I'm crawled up underneath. As you guys know, I removed the filler tank hose, not the filler neck yet. I'm working on that. But I'm going to remove the vent line here. I think it was replaced at one point, like I was mentioning. And so, by the way, I picked up a new stand so that you guys can actually see me do some of the work versus just saying, hey, I'm going to do this, and then remove it, and then you guys don't get to see it in action. So let me know if you guys like to be able to see this actually being done. This hose seems really stiff. Probably just gonna go ahead and cut it here so I could get this neck off. I'm gonna have problems with this bracket probably. It's pretty gunked up. The previous owner, or at least someone before me anyways, sprayed some sort of undercoating or whatnot, and got a lot of gunk underneath here. So this will be fun. If you guys, like I said, like the video of actually me recording, me doing stuff. Of course, you can always fast forward through things that you don't want to sit through. Works too. I'm gonna do a slight camera move so you can see here. Yeah, there's a little clamp right up underneath here. It's not the easiest to get to either. You know, I love to hear stories from other Bronco owners and other people that have worked on vehicles dealing with gas tanks and so forth, along with whatever topic you guys want to talk about is good. Happy to give my feedback where I can or respond. I don't know, I've never done this before, so this is loose here. My big thing is I just want to be able to pull out this filler neck And I think, like I said, I got those disconnected, and then, sorry for a little bit of shakiness, I'm just moving the stand. Surprisingly, I got this nice little small stand that seems to work pretty good as far as for underneath. Yeah, this seems really stiff. I got a new line anyway, so that's what I don't mind cutting into it. Just to get it removed. My thought is when it comes to fuel lines and stuff like that, just, it's not super expensive. I think I spent like, I don't know, like 15 bucks or something like that to get 2 new hoses. My blade is being difficult. And, you know, you don't want to get stuck on the side of the road because you didn't want to spend $15. Not that these hoses would get you stuck on the side of the road, but and it is just a vent line. But you also don't want to have to deal with the concept of filling up every time you fill up your tank, which hopefully is a lot because that means you're driving around enjoying your Bronco. You don't want to have to worry about those things. Also, if you've done fuel tanks before in general, I have not. I am figuring it out as I go, just because I have history of just mechanical things in general. So feel free to give feedback and comments about how awesomely bad I'm doing on removing a hose. And of course, I wouldn't feel bad at all if you decided to fast forward through this section. But if you want to hear me ramble on about things, this hose wasn't really all that great, but I don't think it would have been a problem reusing. There we go. All right, that section is down. The tank will be able to drop with this hose cut. At least it should. Might even be able to slide it out now if it plays nice. Oh, kind of wants to. I don't think this hose. I'm gonna try to unscrew the clamp a little bit more. I'm not gonna move the camera for that. So no magic behind the scene. I could actually see the neck, so I know I'm getting some progress. Aha! Success. And the clamp came with it, so I didn't have to dig it out. Da-da! Alright. So now that the hose is disconnected, I can go ahead and move on to the next stage. So I'm back up underneath the Bronco. Got some extra tools to work on this bracket here. And disconnecting it so I can actually remove the filler neck and vent hose neck, and so that could be removed. I have a 1/2 inch socket, deep socket, and I put it on a standard handle so that that when I try to it's kind of like a mini breaker bar, so that I don't ruin a ratchet. And see if I can actually, so you guys are seeing it firsthand, see if I could actually break this loose at all. Like I said, there's like some sort of, sorry it blurred up on you here. Let's see if I get it back. There we go. You can kind of see that by hammering on the bar that I was able to loosen it up a little bit. And now that I've loosened it, this might actually, this is really bad. I don't know if you guys can see it all too well, but I brought me a couple brushes here, a soft brush that I could use to try to clean it up a little bit. There we go. Now it's getting exposed. The joys of something that's, you know, built back in '72. It's kind of how I feel. I was born in the '70s. Not to age myself at all. Now we'll see how that's turning there. Yeah, it's pretty gunked up. I think both sides of these are 1/2 inch. Yeah. Finally, this might be a bad idea. Not sure. We'll see. I have this feeling it's not gonna come free, and I'm gonna have to stop the camera so I can try to dig out some more tools. Oh, maybe got it. I did spray some PB breaker on it the other day. And it is turning, so that's good. There's a lot of buildup in there. Even tapping it's making a difference. Hope I don't bend this too much. That's why I didn't want to go with larger tools, because it's already tweaking on me. Really don't want that bracket to break. All right, I'm gonna stop this and see if I can. And I also have a wire brush too. I think what I'm gonna have to do is spray some more PB breaker on there, and hopefully not have to actually break it. Curious on if this is what you guys ended up doing or plan on doing. or if you had a better way to do it. Yeah, I really don't want to break this bracket if I could help it. I'll have to get some channel locks and bend it back once I'm done. All right, I'm gonna spray it, let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll go at it again. How bad that sound is. Keep in mind, people, I have already used PV Blaster on this from before, and using it again, letting it sit. I think I'm going to save you guys the hassle of this. You get it. It's a bolt. It sucks. I will start it back up once everything's done. Alrighty, so I did end up getting this out. That lovely bolt you guys saw me messing with right here, it is nice and broken. I was trying to avoid that by not using a impact wrench. My drill, because I didn't want to break it, but it broke anyways. So I'll have to get another one of those. These are the screws that came at the end of this here. I'm gonna replace those with some stainless steel. I'm going to replace all the different hose brackets. I need to get me another one of these hoses. I don't have this. I do have this hose here. As you can see, it's really, really bad. This one was just like super stiff. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe you guys could comment and let me know. I went ahead and set them all up, and then I could compare it to what I have and what I don't have and get everything I need before I go and jump on that. You can see here I have new clamps and the new filler neck hose. I have the filler neck itself, my old gas cap, made sure that fit on just fine. And then I have a new vent line. And I do have some extra clamps, so I'm going to see what I have together before I start the assembly process. But we got through the actual stages of taking it all apart, and I hope this really helps you guys in your process. I'm hoping to put up some more videos in the near future as I go to put the new gas tank in. Just to give you an idea, I also have a 2.5-inch lift suspension from Broncos that I'll be installing, as well as a new hood that I got from Wild Horses. I actually have that hood on. This is just foam, so it's not hurting anything, but I have the new hood just being sit here right now, test fitting it. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Once again, thank you for watching the video, and until next time.